Okay, dude. So for now on, we're gonna have a little more structure. Is what I was thinking about. So
Let's do it.
number one, do you know what episode this is today?
No. Want me to check?
Let me take a look because we need to have a little more structure. I'm gonna start
Dude,
putting.
they're good. Did you see what I just sent you? I made a little reel.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dude, they're fire. Dude, I
Ready?
want to post this.
Check out the
Oh, this is fire.
Axios Fux
Look at this.
Podcast on Spotify, guys.
I just
I'm
posted
telling
it.
you gotta check this out. Whether you're a realtor or not, it's me and my brother. We're talking about
That's a fire. Dude, you look like a cop, bro. You look like a statey.
things,
That's right.
cool insights, great topics.
First class.
Axios Fux FUX on Spotify. I
Dude, that's
listened to
fire.
this
The
episode
FUX is
8.
dope.
Yeah, this is some good content. You guys are missing out if you're not listening to these. We do a new one every single week. Me and my brother. Check it out.
Dude, here's what we need.
Podcast.
We need a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be us at the club, dude.
We
Wearing
do
our
have to.
SA shirts.
Yeah.
Dude, I might have to go tonight.
If you're with your buddy Marcus, you got to show him, and you got to show him what an SA would wear.
Well, he is an actual SA.
So for everyone who doesn't know, me and Christian, we actually came up with a new shirt. Well, we've taken someone else's product and put the term as essay. Okay, so an essay shirt.
Does somebody have a shirt?
Huh?
Oh, we didn't take somebody else's shirt. We bought.
No,
shirts.
we just take any shirt, and then it's a certain look. Okay,
It's a very certain look. It's like it's basically how I could describe it is we basically just caught off the Fidel Castro's boat. We escaped Cuba, and we're part of the criminals that just left
came
Cuba.
off the boat.
And Fidel Castro just let us escape, and we just made it to America. Literally just like that movie.
And complete menaces. Like you have to the typical, I mean, you pull it off. Like I had a good essay shirt.
Yeah.
But you had how you did it was the couple, but I did it today and I felt so out of place. I was showing
You also have to have about 5 layers of like 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah,
Like,
which has been pretty good, dude, because I am still peeling.
yeah, I was
Like
peeling
a
today.
little snake for the last 2 weeks. But what it is, dude, today I was with my clients and I realized I looked down at my shirt and it's become natural where 2 or 3 buttons are down and I would put my sunglasses on it so you just see my open.
It's so out of place in Massachusetts.
I looked down and I'm just like, dude, I wore the Kevron shirt, dude. The
Which looks like Versace.
that's what everyone's like. Oh, nice.
We're not gonna let people know where or how much we bought them for, but let's just say that these are high quality.
Mm-hmm.
It's very high quality.
Everyone was shocked, and I was walking through, Braintree Square, and I just didn't look in. I looked in the mirror after. I go, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So it's basically a shirt. Certain designs, very strange.
It's off a look. You don't want to mess with somebody like this.
Yeah, this is somebody.
I remember we were in Wawa and it was like very late. And I know the people next to us, they were like, they tried to make a combo.
Wait, when we left the club and we walked to Wawa.
Yeah, we walked to Wawa and I know like there was a lot of respect being flowed to us. Yeah. Because the guy started up combo, he like knuckle pumped me when they left, and it was a lot of respect.
You looked like a leather couch, and I was you looked like a leather couch, and I was newly burned. And you're wearing this, dude, especially the gold. That's like an extra, the gold tight chain around the neck.
Yeah, that when I'm doing shrugs, it literally looks like it's going to pop.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. So so it's just a look that if you see it in Florida,
you don't look like you're from here. That's basically it's trying to make you look so foreign that you do not look like you there's no way.
So fresh. It's such a fresh look. It's like
it's a very fresh look, and I think that it's like so out of the like. no, it's very hard to pull off. Very hard.
Really be feeling it. It's a feeling too.
Yeah.
You got to like tell yourself that's what you feel like
For like a while. And
Yeah.
then it'll start coming out
And
because
you start talking.
I introduced you to the essay shirt.
You did, yeah, dude. But I think
after a couple days, now it's just you're an essay.
Yeah, but I think I'm the one who came up with the name. You came up with the shirt. There's no name to describe it.
I came up with the look. You came up with the name.
In an essay, because we've been speaking these terms. Like I called Stefano today, and he answered the phone. He says, "What's up, essay?" And I'm like,
"Oh, he said that."
So it actually means essay means pal or friend, comrade. Mm-hmm. Comrade. See that's a description. We're comrades. We're more of a comrade.
Yeah.
Not like an amigo. We're a comrade. You know.
Like we're Greek, and there's no way we looked Greek.
No, it's not what a Greek would wear.
No, probably not. I think it's its own thing. It's definitely its own thing.
It's a personality. It's a personality. It's like when you were to wear that, how I felt at least, I felt like I was on a disturbing mission.
Yeah, I just felt great. I felt like I was. Oh yeah, very confident.
But also in a way where it's like.
And if you guys want to see what we look like, just go to my Instagram or Vasily's Instagram.
Yeah, and that's what we're describing, and like just you feel a certain way.
But yeah, there's so much more than just that picture. I mean, just imagine how like people would act. You know, like I mean, we're just savages. I mean,
it's a savage look. It's a savage look.
It's a savage look.
What we were doing that night. Yeah, like you can't wear that. Like, dude, look at your shirt is unbuttoned at least 3 buttons, and you're so tan. Dude, you lost your tan a little bit.
I know.
Already.
Well, I think no, it's the lighting, but it is true. I mean, it goes away very quick.
But this is episode 17. We just got stuck on just talking about being an essay. So we're comrades. Is basically what we're saying. We're comrades, and yeah. Oh, sorry. But dude, tonight I was gonna go to the Greek.
Oh yeah, you aren't going?
No, not anymore. I mean, some Greek girl I met. It was really nice for her. She invited me to come with her family. See, this is the thing too. People wouldn't. I don't think every ethnicity would do something like that.
No, not at all. And
I Rosendale one, and I was like, oh, it's so nice of you, but I'm not going to do that. I just can't do that.
Yeah. Well, Tarpon Springs is probably going to be crazy tomorrow. I might take my bike over there. But what I kind of wanted to touch on is this, is just the idea that like, kind of like what me and you were talking about earlier, the fact that I think like, especially when you're in your 20s, you really have to focus on building something that's self-sustaining in some way. You have to build yourself up. You can't be focusing on, because you know we've both been in a lot of relationships, and looking back on them,
it's just like off track.
What?
It's just taking me off track so bad.
Exactly.
It's taking me off track. It's just.
It takes up what did you say today? You said it takes up mind space. Once it takes up mind space,
you're done. You can't get out of it, because the thing is, you think it's normal to a certain extent, and then like 6-7 months go by, and then you get out of it, and then you realize, wow, I was not thinking clear for the last 6 or 7 months. It takes it up in your sleep. I remember dealing with it like in a relationship, like, dude, this was not a good one, and just what was being said was so concerning. And I remember putting my head on the pillow, dude, and I was so stressed out, because I was trying to focus on work, but I
had a close call, right?
Yeah, close call.
Yeah. So, I mean, the same thing, I mean, has happened to me. I mean, I was in a 2-year relationship, and every day I was just floating. I was just literally floating. Yeah. I had no direction, no intention, and I had no results. What? You do not realize it. You do not. No, I was wondering why. I was like wondering, why am I not getting results?
Yeah.
It's like, you should know why.
It's like it's a different power when you can actually focus. If you focus, you can do the same actions not focused as when you are focused, but for some reason when you're focused, there is an outcome.
There is an outcome. Exactly. That's what it is.
I don't know what it is because it's more purposeful. Your head isn't, your attention units aren't in so many different directions. It's focused on one idea, one action, one thing.
Yeah. So what I do is I start with what I'm listening to. So what I'll do is,
Facts.
and I told you like a couple of my best months.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about production wise, not income wise, because everyone who's in real estate knows that it starts with the production. In 90 days later, it becomes income. So what I used to do,
it's just staying moving. Like the thing is, when I'm not checking my phone as much, when it's things that don't really, like today, I was on this. I have these four properties the entire day because I'm literally the key man. Because there's every door has a different key, so I had to be there from 10 to.
Yeah, you're still at the office.
Yeah, I left there. I had my last appointment at 7. From 10 to 7, I was there. I stopped for an hour. I stopped for an hour to eat, and then I showered, ate, and then came back. And then from 7.
Those are the best days. When you look back, those are the best days. When you compare those days to the
9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. I got Rev Energy Gum. I literally have energy gum, and I got these Rowdy. These are good too. Rowdy Energy. And I'm gonna do some more work.
Actually, I did the blue one. I tried it. It was bomb.
They're bomb. So I'm gonna get this work done. I got some other stuff. That's why I hit you up. I want to do a podcast, get that done, and then I got to go for a run. So I'm not gonna be home till probably midnight.
Oh, you're gonna run from there?
No, I'm gonna go to one of the tracks and go for a run. I brought my gym gear with me. So
yeah.
And that's because I started the day early. I already went to the gym this morning. And now I'm going to go for a run. Finish up work and go for a run.
Those days that are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best days because I'll tell you, like, I never believed in, like, the idea of waking up and, like, making your bed or whatever, things like that.
Yeah.
Because I just was like, dude, why does that really matter? Like, and it doesn't if you have somebody that's going to tell you what you need to do during the day.
Yeah.
Right. But if you have to, like, for example, you've been to where I live, there's no structure, zero. You even said it yourself.
You could literally, like, I feel like you could just not make any money and just stay there.
So there's zero structure. No one here. There's literally just farmlands.
Yeah, it's so protected. You are so protected by where you are right now. You're just so protected. It's a false protection.
It's a false protection.
Yeah.
So what I do is I have to create those boundaries within, like, my day. So for example, I'll wake up and I'll immediately make my bed. Next thing I'll do, I'll get on a call with my virtual assistants. Next thing I'll do, I'll make some calls. And I have to do this because otherwise, there's no income.
There's nothing, dude. You'll end up just like, it's so.
All there is my money going down because every day I spend like at least $100 every single day, and that's not even on, like, the main bills. Like, that's not on rent, that's not on car, that's not on gas. Like, I'm talking about all of that aside. Over 100, usually over 200 every single day. And it's because, I mean, today, just an hour ago, $100 in groceries, $50 on gas. Like, it's just like, it's just random stuff. I mean, yesterday I bought $100 in clothes, which isn't that much, but, like, it's just because I haven't really bought clothes in a while.
Yeah.
And so there's all these things that, like, it's crazy because I could just sit here. It all adds up, and I could just sit here and not do anything for the next 30, 60 days. And I do have a deal closing, and it'll pay me very well, and it's closing within the next 2.5 weeks. But the account just drains. It just drains.
You gotta be in so many different directions. Like for me, dude, I went in. So I told myself every person I talk to, I'm going to try to get some sort. I'm not even going to lie. I think it was maybe last night I said it, or this morning. I said, every person I'm going to talk to, I'm going to try to make some sort of money or some possibility. So every agent that reached out to me today to come view the property, I was trying to get them to sign on to KW. Literally every single person.
That's awesome.
I'm just going to start
That's
doing
a great
that.
idea.
Just like
I need to do that same thing. It really does take so many attention units. So going back to what we were talking about, sometimes I feel like I'm the only one who goes through certain things, but I know there's other people that go through this. And like pretty much every problem that we have, there's many people who are going through the same thing. Yeah. And that's what's scary, because that's when you realize that the world needs a lot of help. Because when you have your own problems, you're like looking inwards and you're like, oh, this is like a big problem to me. But like out here, it's like, there's no problems. But then you realize that, no, what you're going through, everyone's going through.
Like 70 or some 77% of the U.S., at least 70, it could be 80 or 90, does not have $1,000 to their name.
Yep. So all these problems, I mean, relationship problems, money problems, health problems, like the vast range of those on different scales, because I've had different money problems too. There's different types of money problems. There's money problems when you're broke, and then there's money problems when you have money but you don't want to spend money. Yeah. Because you're spending a lot and you aren't used to it. And then there's money problems where you have a lot but everyone's asking for it kind of, or you feel like it's gonna go away, it's gonna disappear, you don't know how to get more. There's so many types of money problems. And then there's relationship problems. There's those problems where you've been in a relationship and you feel like you could do better and your results aren't up to par. There's relationship problems where you just feel super lonely and you're just like, dude, I don't know, like, am I supposed to be feeling like this? Why do I feel like this? Yeah. Like no one give me a handbook for this. Or there's the problems where you're like, oh, I'm an absolute player. Is this bad? Is this bad? Is it bad that I'm focusing so much time on this? And, you know,
I think the moral of the story is like, if you're going to be in one, and listen, dude, I've been through that situation so many times where I just want to, like, by fun, I mean, I just want to have a conversation. I want to hang out and I want to just have a good time. That's like all I want. And everything just gets so goddamn serious. Everyone just gets so serious. And, because once it gets serious, that's when your attention units get focused on it. When it gets too serious.
Yeah.
I don't want it to get too serious. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable. And start talking about emotions and how someone's feeling. It gets a little scary for me. I'm not gonna lie. You know?
Wow. No, that I'm glad that we, like, you know, we have different perspectives on different things, because everyone has that's another thing. Everyone has a different personality type.
I almost want it to be what's the term? Not platonic, because that's just like being friends, but like kind of that feeling of just being like friends, but like, you know, I don't even know how to describe it, but just having a good time. Shit, dude, like everything got so serious. Everything gets so serious, and I don't think there's any reason to be so serious. Things are so tough as is. Like, why add more problems and interruptions if there doesn't need to be? That's the whole thing with me.
Yeah.
Things are already too hard. Things are too hard.
Keep things light.
Yeah, dude, it's already too challenging.
Keep things light.
Like, how can you, if you have a money problem, how can you focus on a relationship problem, dude? That sounds horrible.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true.
Because, you know, either the guy or the girl is complaining about blah, 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 but they're only complaining because there's a money problem. So at that point, you're like, okay, how do I solve both things and not break everything? That's where the problem is.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Some people say like, I've heard people say, oh, you shouldn't get into a relationship. I've heard like Grant say it, I think, or maybe he said it before.
What did he say?
Someone like Grant, or like maybe it was Steve Harvey, was saying you should have your stuff together before you start even pursuing.
Yeah.
Because it becomes toxic and poison. That's the thing. But the thing is, for like a person like me and you, and well, at least in my opinion, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to stop. So
no, I'm always playing a bigger game. And when I make more money, I just want to invest more money into my business.
Yeah, and make more money. So it's like, I don't know if it ever will happen where it's ever going to be a good time to do that. But it's like finding a situation where there's an understanding. I posted that thing today where there's this guy Justin. He was born in Leominster here.
Oh wow.
He lives in Florida. And his whole thing was like 4 reasons why you're poor. One of them was like being around or trying to learn from people that haven't made it, being people who you don't really want to be, and then like one of them was like getting a spouse that tells you to stop working, right? Too hard. And you just can't have that. Like you can have a spouse, in my opinion, or like a relationship where you can have one as long as they're like not like making you feel bad about trying to pursue. That's the thing.
Pursue what?
Work goals or like other endeavors, you know, like there's only so much energy you have in a day, and like a lot of the time I want to use 95% of that energy probably on thoughts and ideas and putting them in action. Probably 95%.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that a lot actually.
Like from the minute I woke up, I'm at the gym and I forgot, my VA called me and said, "Hey sir, we have a call with this manufacturer over in India right now." And I go, "Oh shit." So like I get on a call with this Indian guy. And
oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, I thought that was supposed to be Monday.
It's not Monday. I told him to reschedule. When I got on the call, I couldn't hear him. I just got pissed at my VA because I couldn't hear the other guy and because it was so confusing. So I said, "Just please reschedule this until Monday." And so then it had me thinking about the manufacturing. And then I was like, I'm in a rush because I have to leave the gym and go to this house over in Holbrook. And then I get to Holbrook. And then I have all these people trying to submit an offer. And then the dude I work with is calling me about the offer. And the offer doesn't make any sense. And I need to get all this other paperwork. There's so much energy in one day. And allocating in the right places is like the most difficult thing. Or like I know where to allocate it. But then when people invalidate why you're allocating it in A, B, and C, that's when it gets worse.
Yeah, no, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, for me, I feel like I keep it super simple. So when it comes to, I mean, you've seen my business and my business model. It's very, very simple.
Yeah.
So simple. That's the only way I find it's most productive and effective. I wouldn't be able to do what I do if I was like attending to every little issue. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, facts.
So what I do is I keep my day very simple. The main thing is, how do I get a listing? Like today. How do I get a listing today? That's my main focus. Nothing else. It's not, I don't think about all the intricate things like, oh, shower, get changed, make my bed, go to this thing, go to that thing. I keep it super simple so that I can give it all of my energy. And what it'll be is I'm going to make time. I'm going to get a coffee. And sometimes I get off track and I'll be like, oh, my main thing today is like, I want to get a good workout in. And it's the wrong type of mindset because it always has to be. It has to be, what?
You know, it's just funny because when I was there, the workouts I had down there were the best.
They're good. Yeah, I mean, I've had great workouts the past couple of days. So that's what I'll do. I'll like make, you know, those things my main priority.
So that's what I'm saying, keeping it simple, and you can't have unnecessary interruptions. Like arguments. God, man, you can't do arguments. You cannot do arguments. Arguments take so much space.
Energy.
So much space. You can't even think after an argument.
No, you can't.
You're just thinking about the rest of the day, and then everything you do, you're just going through the motion, and then you look back and you're like, wow, I just wasted my entire day.
Yep.
So you can't have arguments. You can't have anything that's going to take your energy that's not necessary. And I think it's, finding things, doing those things that are pretty simple. But we're coming up with this clothing line. So we can kind of do that. We're coming up with this clothing line. Do we want to tell them kind of our ideas, but like in like a more general, like not like weird way, I guess?
Yeah.
So do you want to describe it a little bit?
You want me to?
My VA is drawing them up.
Yeah. So basically, me and Vasily, we both realized that, first of all, with how the world's moving, in my opinion, everyone's working at home. Everyone is like wanting to move to Florida, move to these states that you have more freedom and things like that. And it's one of my biggest values as well, is just freedom in general. So, so when Vasily was down here, we spent a lot of time at the beach. Yeah. We spent a lot of time at the gym, a lot of things where you're in motion. And so what I realized is that, hey, I love wearing a bathing suit. Like, I'll wear a bathing suit to the gym. I'll wear a bathing suit to the beach, which I love the beach. I think sun is very healthy for you. I don't think people get it at all today. People are stuck in a cubicle. Hard depressed. And if they were outside and got some sun, vitamin D, I think they'd be happier, healthier, and all that good stuff. More productive. Yeah. So I have these shorts, and they're called Chubbies. I'm sure you guys have heard of them, gotten maybe the advertisements for them too.
Yeah, what we'll tell them, dude, actually, we're not going to tell them what the design's going to look like, but we can tell them like the material and what type of gear it's going to be.
Okay. So it's going to be like summer gear, right? Would you say it's summer gear?
Summer gear. Or, I mean, in Florida, year-round gear, I guess.
Year-round gear. So we really like the idea of Chubbies for a lot of different reasons. Number one, we like the kind of above-the-knee cut shorts, stretchy, but they fit good, and they're kind of universal. You can wear them to go take out the trash. You can wear them to the gym. You can wear them to the beach. And they're just extremely comfortable, and they're universal. I think Chubbies are cool and all. I don't like the color schemes. I want like solid colors. Yeah, I want solid colors. And I don't love what that company stands for, just because I don't know what it stands for. Yeah. I think it's just like, I guess it's like summer vibe, but there's no real reason for that. It's like, oh, somebody in Massachusetts has a pair of Chubbies, but why? It's like, yeah, because they're comfy shorts. Okay. Well, I think we can make a bigger purpose behind it.
I think, dude, we can create like an actual group with something like that.
Exactly.
With what it's going to look like, it's going to be a group of people, and it's going to be, it's going to make you feel good, I think.
Yeah. I think so too.
I think there's certain clothes that you can wear and find that make you feel that certain way. Like some Hugo Boss, like if you can get it, like some Hugo Boss, a fresh new Hugo Boss will make you feel in a similar way, I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
Than what we're describing, but ours is going to make you feel even better. It's going to be like double dose of how that makes you feel.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And the meaning behind it is going to be a lot more, it's going to have a lot more meaning.
Yeah, it will.
It's going to have a lot more meaning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be sick, and that's what we're trying to figure out, like good manufacturers, and we're gonna do, because this company I was talking to today, they said 400. You can buy 400 of them, I think, is what he said.
So still a lot.
Still a lot, but it's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper.
What, for 100 less?
No, I mean like per product. So so when we sell them, we're not gonna have to. We can actually sell them at like a good price where everyone can afford it. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't want to, I mean, with shipping costs and things like it, there's a lot that goes into it. I realized, like exporting it, all those different things, it's pretty expensive. So I think the first round we're going to do, we just want to get it out there. Yeah. In my opinion. And we can find out a way where we can ship, maybe half the product goes to you, half the product goes to me, and then we can ship it from wherever we are. If it's on the East Coast, I mean, we can take up the entire East Coast. I mean, majority of people, it's going to just be the East Coast and probably the West Coast. Yeah. Exactly. What type of gear it's going to be. Right? Right. You know what I was thinking about today too? And then we can kind of like, I don't even know how long we've been on here for. Do you know?
I don't. I think only 20 minutes. Let me check. No, it's been more. It's been about 30. Okay, so I want to wrap this up with, I was having a conversation with someone before this. Why in the world are people buying properties in places that have good hospitals? I don't know why this person's talking to me. So I can't. Did you drop the name?
No, I don't even have the number saved. That's how much of a cockroach they are. Yeah, what it is why are people buying properties where hospitals are good? I never understood this idea. I had the conversation or the realization. There's two things we can talk about. Number one, why people buy properties where hospitals are good. Number two, the whole idea of rounding up to donate on a credit card and how crazy bad that is.
Yep.
So hospitals, right? People move to Boston for the schools and the hospital.
Yep.
My idea,
No
my thought process was, why are you expecting to get sick?
Literally. Like, can't you fly into Boston when you get sick?
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's such a bad postulate. I'm moving there.
Makes zero sense.
It's asking for something bad to happen. Like, why are you paying more for taxes, assuming you're going to get sick? And what type of sickness are you assuming you're going to get?
Yeah, or if you don't have kids, why do you care so much about the school system? You don't even have kids yet. You're thinking that much into the future?
They're thinking of settling. It's just the idea of settling.
Right. Oh, we're doing this for the kids. I think you should focus on your own life.
First, yeah. And it doesn't make any sense. I remember hearing that, oh, they have great schools, they have good hospitals, and I never thought twice about it. And then I thought to myself, okay, that's cool, they have good hospitals. Mm-hmm. But number one, how bad of a degree?
How often are you literally going to the hospital?
Yeah, and what are you like? Okay, I can get it if you have something really terrible, like a condition that like
cancer,
time, standing. But like if you're like perfectly healthy, why would you be assuming there's going to be something wrong? It kind of scares me. I'm not going to lie, because I'm thinking like, am I missing something? Am I supposed to get sick? Am I missing that?
No, not at all.
No.
Doesn't
make any sense. And then with the whole credit card thing, you brought up that good point where you they asked you to donate.
Oh, dude, I've been asked to donate so many times, like it's crazy, and it's not even for like the Ukraine thing. It's not for like COVID. It's literally like so many. Every place has a different one.
Dude, I said it the other day. I was at the place. And there was like, they're gonna ask you if you want to donate, and I go, what are they trying to guilt me? And she didn't even raise an eyebrow.
Well, yeah, I told you what happened today. The cash register lady, she was super young, probably 21. And then the girl bagging was probably 21. And she was like, would you like to donate? And I wasn't trying to be a mean guy, but I was like, what is this? Like, it just says, save the babies. And then it's just like a laminated like piece of paper. It's literally like a laminated piece of paper that somebody took a marker and just wrote, save the babies. And it laminated it like how we used to do with the solar like things.
Yeah.
And, like print out something and just laminate it and just now you can request money.
There?
What?
How do I know it's actually going there? It could be just.
And that's what I said. I was like, what even is this? There's no website. There's nothing. She points to something else that's like down over there, and it says like what it is. And I was like, no, like this is garbage. Like, and then she was like, oh wow. And the girl bagging just did this. She did one of these. She did one of those like where they open their mouth and they're like,
how dare
so
you?
Shocked. Like, how dare you? And here I am wearing my motorcycle helmet, just probably looking like this guy is so belligerent.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, listen, people have to focus on taking care of their own kids before they start donating to other kids.
Other people, jeez.
And that's a fact because people can't.
The podcast we had, episode 8, taking care of your own tribe. People can't even take care of their own.
No, that wasn't episode 8. Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, I listened to it. After you listened to it, I listened to it, and it's so good.
I must have listened to 7 or 6 then.
Which one was it? What was it about?
It was about the Apple iPhone.
Oh. Yeah, I was listening to Take Care of Your Tribe, which is such a cool topic. I love that. And that kind of
cool.
Circles around with it. It's like people can't even take care of their own. Like, people have to put their parents in like the worst nursing homes.
The worst.
And you're telling me I should be donating to this thing that I don't even know it's actually going there, and you're probably taxing me on it. I'm getting taxed on this donation that might not be going there.
And then I know you're taking a fee for having it there.
Processing fees for the processing.
I know there's something in it for you because I know you don't. This is a business. You're not doing this for charity.
No.
You're doing this to get a little piece and you get a little extra income. It's like when somebody puts an ATM in their business. It's like you think the consumer thinks, oh, they're helping me out.
No,
it's like, no, they're getting something for that. And the same thing, that little donation thing is an ATM.
Yeah.
They get a little sliver of liver and they get to post it there. And then,
you look like a good citizen. Dude, it's all,
if people look at you like you're a bad man.
Yeah, a bad man. Yeah,
they
dude.
look at you like you're a bad man because you anything to do with a baby, and if you don't want to support it, you're a bad man.
It could literally be going to, for all I know, like, dude, the worst things ever.
Yeah.
That's like an unfair thing to put someone in that situation is unfair.
It's very unfair. And I showed you, it was twice the size of the actual card reader.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, I want to look at it again actually as you talk, because
it was maybe two times or three times the size of the actual card reader. And it's like you can't mistake that.
That's ridiculous, man.
You can't avoid that. And
screw your product, what you're buying, save the babies. Whatever the babies are.
It's literally with marker. And when somebody asks you that and you have people behind you in line and you say, this is garbage.
Yeah.
Like, you know what type of looks that you get? You get the worst looks, and it's not garbage because it's you're saving babies. It's because that's how it's done.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do to save the babies. But is it actually going there? And why are you guilting me into it?
And why is this not professional? There's 0% professionalism. This is as professional as when I said I was part of the Wolfpack Nation basketball team in high school and was canning outside of Roach Brothers. Like, that was actually more professional because there was a person behind it.
Yeah, I know.
There's no person
to confront, to actually ask.
And you know what's scary too is that they just tell the Publix workers, hey, make sure at the end of every transaction you ask them this.
Yeah.
Do you want to donate?
There's definitely an alternative motive. There has to be.
Yeah, there's somebody's agenda.
It's like if you get a certain amount of donation, maybe the store gets like a kickback or something.
Yeah, I mean, even if like I sometimes see them outside of Staples and there's like a little table outside of Publix or Staples, and then they have like two representatives, and then they have like a pamphlet, and then they have like a binder that shows what they're doing and how they're helping people.
Yeah.
This was literally just save the babies. But should we wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Do you want me to post this tonight? Just get it out there.
If you can.
What do you want to call this? Save the babies?
Yeah, save the babies is actually really good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay,
everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
And dude, subscribe to the channel. Actually repost this. I know you guys like this content. This is like so raw. It's just so unbelievably raw.
So raw, so good. I mean,
the conversations, like, this is what people want to hear, in my opinion. I like listening to just straight conversation and like.
Yeah. And it's not like the talk show crap that it's just like, I listen to radio all the time because like, for whatever reason, my phone hasn't been connecting in my car. And it's just so bad. It's absolute trash. It's just people who are so shallow, like with their thinking. They don't think big. They don't question norms. They literally talk about just stupid stuff. Like, it actually makes me dumber.
It's false data. They pass along so much false data. I can't stand
so much. And I hate when they laugh all the time. It's like such a fake laugh, and they're talking together, and then they're saying like, oh, what would you do with this? What would you do if this happened? It's like, dude, why are we wasting our time talking about what would you do if I remember one of them, it was like, would you rather never have to sleep again in your life, or would you rather never have to go grocery shopping? Dude, why do I even care? You won't be able to do either. And then they have this long conversation. The girl goes, well, if I won't sleep, if I don't have to sleep, I can work all the time, and then I can buy groceries.
Make that face too.
It's like, okay, first of all, even if you didn't have to sleep, you wouldn't work all the time because you barely work now. Yeah. And then to the guy, it's like, dude, like to the guy, it's like, dude, you are seriously so pathetic. if you're just sitting here contemplating the stupidest thing, this is like when you're a kid and you're like, would you rather get eaten by a shark or get shot in the head? Dude, please.
Yeah, this isn't.
It's just absolute garbage. That's what radio is.
This whole the whole topic of saving the babies type thing is really, like, I'm sure people probably feel the same way when they go to the register.
When they listen to this, now they're going to always remember. And whenever it says round up at CVS, you click that, and then the big bubble, it says credit, debit, cash, credit. It's like, now I just rounded up 70% of already. Okay, so here's my pay to check at Amazon was $350.
Yeah.
You know, taxes already took $150, so now I'm at $350. Then, you know, I'm getting taxed when I spend 7% on sales tax. And then I'm getting rounded up on every dollar or on this last dollar. And then I'm putting it all on my credit card. Like, it's just like.
And then you get interest on the credit card.
Then you get interest on the credit card. And
that is so sick. It makes me a little wheezy because it's so bad.
It just shows you how deep the rabbit hole goes. That's what this podcast does. It unveils the onion, takes the onion.
Like, okay, so let's go through the cycle and then we'll end it. It's the owner of a company. Let's just say there's owner of a company. He gets taxed on the money he pays to you, which you just then get taxed. And then you get taxed when you go spend it. And then you get taxed, or you get interest on the credit card in which you use.
And you get asked for charity donations.
And you get to,
with the very little money that you made.
Yeah. And like, even if it's like $27.01, that roundup is 99 cents.
Yeah, that adds up.
More sick about
people don't think about it. They just press it.
Yeah.
And then now they put $30 on their credit card.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys next weekend.
I'll see you later, Christian. I'll post this.
Okay, I'll call you too. Okay, bye.
Okay.